And IT controls. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, here we go. General controls, they ensure that an organization's control environment is well managed and stable. Oh, control environment, good old throwback to COSO. These include IT infrastructure, security management, and software acquisition. So convenience is not a priority when establishing security controls. I've seen that as well be asked. Right. Convenience, while nice, it's not a priority. So, if it's convenient for you as a user of the company, maybe you shouldn't do it. Oh, yeah, it's easy for you to not have a password on your work phone, but probably better for the company's IT security to have a password on your company phone. Security testing, this verifies that system protection mechanisms prevent improper penetration or data alteration. So, security testing, just a definitional based item there. An audit trail, all right, important with IT, also obviously important in audit, right? You might be familiar with the audit trail. This is a detailed chronological record whereby accounting records, project details, or other financial data are tracked and traced. They're used to verify and track all kinds of transactions, work processes, accounting details, trades and brokerage accounts, and more. So follow the paper, right? Where did the money go? Oh, we saw the money went from the bank account to investment account, went from the investment account to the money market account. So follow the audit trail. It's a paper trail. I mean, in this case, it's not paper; it's data. It's online digital files. That's an audit trail. You're an audit. I'm sure you're quite familiar with that. What's a reasonable check? Well, reasonableness check. This ensures that data meets the expected range, type, or value. It's a common sense check that you can use to ensure that your data is what is expected. All right. So, I mean, if the company's bank balance is usually between 10 million and 20 million at the end of the month, well, you could just use your eyes and look and say, oh, well, it's at 800 million. That's probably an error in my formula. Another thing that you can do is also write a formula in your Excel and say, oh, if this is greater than 10 million, flag this and make the cell red so that I check it out. That's a reasonable check. I mean, it could be a manual check that you go in and do, or it could just be a formula that you write. Batch totals and hash totals. All right. Well, these are both methods of validating data. However, hash totals use non monetary information and batch totals use monetary information. So let's talk about examples of how this would kind of work. Let's say you got like 10 employees with total monthly salary of $40,000. So you could run a batch total that would confirm that $40,000 of salaries were paid. The batch didn't equal 40,000, then we know payroll didn't run correctly. Right? That's using a batch total. A hash total, however, checks data using non-monetary as mentioned. So, for example, if employee IDs have they're employee 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, and the sum of all of the employee IDs should equal, let's say, 1,000, then when you run the payroll report, you can check it through that. You see, it's a non-monetary factor, but it's still a check you can do to make sure that all employees were included in your payroll record report that you ran. So it's two examples there. Lastly, reviewing the system access log, just a way to detect fraud. This is definitely just something to know. What's the system's access log? Well, this says, oh, who logged into the system? We've got a general big old system at your company, right? Who logged into the database last? You can see who entered there, and if it's someone who shouldn't be in there, it's probably fraudulent. If no one works on weekends, in a perfect world, no one would work on weekends, and you see someone constantly logging in on the weekend, either they're an incredibly hard worker or they're probably committing fraud trying to get in there when someone else doesn't want them to see. Right. Or if someone's just entering at weird times or just entering too much when they shouldn't be. So if you review the system's access log for any system, a database, anything, just a way to detect fraud. Hey there. Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material. We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai,
where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.